Okay, welcome back. Now in this video we are going to discuss further regarding the physical examination part, the palpation. Till now we have discovered what were the headings under inspection. Now in this video, this is dedicated for the points we must take care of during palpation. As you all know, the palpation means this is a process where we are going to palpate the patient to either confirm or rule out the diagnosis based on the inspection findings and history, and most of the patients we can further add on to the findings during palpation, add on to the findings of history and inspection. So for both the purpose, this stage is important, stage of local examination, the palpation. So just to summarize, what are the important points in this palpation part? Obviously, it's give a clue to the definite diagnosis, and this is the most important part of local examination. It correlates with the findings of inspection. The important thing is if whenever a patient is visiting with the complaints of a swelling and you have taken the history, inspection done, and you are preparing for palpation. Again, I'm stressing over the fact that there must be an affective domain component. You must explain the patient how it is important to go with the physical examination part for his or her disease process, how we can help the patient. Always talk about this, right? And while palpating any swelling in any patient, always be gentle and follow the order of sequence we have discussed in the inspection part, and we are going to discuss the order of sequence in palpation part. So knowing the order of sequence is very important in palpation. That is going to make you more confident in the front of patients, right? So these are the order of sequence in palpation, the various subheadings under palpation, one by one. The temperature, the tenderness, the shape, size and extent, the surface, edge or margin of the swelling, the consistency of the swelling. We are going to palpate the patient and we can know these things. We can know the facts about these things only when we are going to palpate the patient, touch the patient, right? After consistency, the fluctuation and fluid thrill, the translucency, the impulse on cuffing, reducibility, compressibility of a swelling, pulsatility, fixity to overlying skin, whether swelling is fixed to overlying skin or not, and the relation to the surrounding structures. So you can see here there are 16 subheadings in palpation and there were 15 subheadings in inspection part, right? Some are common, some points are common between inspection and palpation. Out of these 16 points in palpation, what are the common points we have already discussed in inspection? Yes, you can see here the larger fonts, the shape, Size and extent. Obviously extent we have added here in palpation, but size yes. Then surface means 3S were also there in inspection, and edge, yes, that was there in inspection, and impulse on cuffing. These are the 5 important points out of 16 points in the palpation. They were also present in the inspection part. Shape, size, surface, edge, and impulse on cuffing, right? Rest of the things, the small fonts, these are not there in the palpation part. Instead of these, the smaller fonts, some other new words are there in palpation. So 5, the previous one, plus 11 points more. 11 plus 5, total 16 points in the palpation. During the transition from the inspection to palpation, these 5 things are common: the shape, size and extent, surface, edge and impulse on cuffing. And rest of the things, I have written here the initials. And finally, what is we are supposed to have? We are supposed to have this one, the palpation. The temperature, the few swellings, they may be having a raised temperature, suggestive of inflammatory. Then followed by tenderness. Tenderness is a sign. We are supposed to elicit it. Whereas pain is a symptom. Patient is complaining of pain. This is the difference between pain and tenderness. Then shape, size and extent, the surface, the edge, the same thing. 2 additions were till now temperature and tenderness in palpation. Then the third addition is consistency of the swelling. Then if the swelling is cystic, having liquid as a content, the fluctuation and fluid thrill, new addition again. Then translucency, yes, impulse on cuffing similar to the inspection part. Then again new additions, the reducibility, whether swelling is reducible or not. Then compressibility, pulsatility, whether the swelling is showing the transmitted pulsation or expansile pulsation, how to look for it. This comes under palpation part. Then 2 new things again, the fixity to the overlying skin, whether the swelling is fixed to the overlying skin or not, it is involving the skin or not, or overlying skin is free. And finally, the relationship of the swelling with the surrounding structures. So these are the landmarks, the broad landmarks, or the order of sequence of properties we are supposed to see in any patient presenting to us with a swelling, right? So 5 are common important points: shape of a swelling, the size and extent of a swelling, the surface over the swelling, the edge or margin of a swelling, and impulse on cuffing. These 5 things are common to inspection as well as palpation. The newer addition to the palpation, the temperature and tenderness, the consistency, the fluctuation and fluid thrill for cystic swellings, then translucency, whether the light can transmit through the content or not, then reducibility, then compressibility, whether the swelling is pulsatile or not, pulsatility, infixity to overlying skin, and relation to surrounding structures. So these are the findings on palpation. So that is all in this video. We have discussed the landmarks under which we are going to further examine the patient. So thank you. Let's meet in the next video.